Tampa Bay mother and father are calling for legislation to be passed to protect children from the dangers of the digital world.
It comes nearly 3 years after their 16-year-old daughter took her own life. 8 on Your Side investigative reporter Brittany Muller joins us. Brittany, her parents say her suicide was linked to cyberbullying.
Yes, Stacey, it's a tragedy. Good evening. McKenna took her own life 3 days before her senior year of high school, just a month before her 17th birthday. Her parents say the speed and the reach of cyberbullying made it impossible for her to escape the online harassment.
16-year-old McKenna Brown was the light of any room. She was succeeding academically, athletically, socially, and had future plans of becoming a hockey player at USF and a psychologist.
She didn't have the ability to sit idly by when she knew someone was feeling hurt, distressed, alone.
While McKenna was so giving, Cheryl and Hunter Brown say their youngest daughter suffered in silence, keeping a secret of being raped when she was 13 by her friend's older brother. But her pain only continued.
McKenna went through a period of cyberbullying, having a compromising picture shared of her freshman year.
Despite McKenna's effort to move forward as she headed into her senior year at Eastlake High School in Tarpon Springs, cyberbullying destroyed her when information from her past resurfaced.
Less than 24 hours later, McKenna had taken her own life.
I think she just couldn't see a way through it. She was embarrassed and humiliated and betrayed, and on a worldwide stage, and that doesn't go away.
Cyberbullying is not a crime in the state of Florida. Cheryl and Hunter share McKenna's story to call for better guardrails to protect children.
And now you're leaning on Gus Bilirakis.
He's really stepped up and co-sponsored the bill in the House and has been instrumental in pushing the COSA bill as far as it's gone so far, the Kids Online Safety Act, and it is critical legislation. It truly is. There's a duty of care built in. It's designed to hold big tech more accountable and ensure that they put kids' safety first before profits.
The COSA bill passed in the Senate with bipartisan support, but is stalled in the House. The Browns say it's urgent as kids are continuing to take their own lives, including some even younger than McKenna.
You know, is it going to take someone's kid to pass away before they realize how important it is? I hope not. There's enough kids that have already died because of it.
In her memory, the Browns founded the McKenna Way to advocate for safer social media and policy change. The nonprofit also raises funds for suicide prevention initiatives, as well as a hockey scholarship at USF, where McKenna had dreamed of playing. On August 2nd, the family will be hosting the 3rd annual McKenna Way Memorial event. It will happen at the Tampa Bay Skating Academy at 2 p.m., and that's where she learned how to skate. I'm Brittany Muller, 8 on Your Side.
Well, have you ever heard of the door kick challenge? It's a prank Hillsborough County deputies say can have serious consequences. Well, imagine seeing this from your Ring doorbell camera late at night. This was the scene in Riverview Friday night as a prank leaves a community still shaken up days later. And tonight, deputies are asking for people's help in identifying those teenagers. News Channel 8's Nicole Rogers joins us now. Nicole, how are neighbors feeling tonight? Just seeing that video is pretty terrifying.
Paula, they're on edge. I mean, the severity really ranges here. Some of the people that we spoke with didn't even want to open the door to talk to us. They say it is a terrifying situation that deputies say all started as a prank circulating on social media.
It was just after 10:40 Friday night when Amy says she was pulling into her driveway when she saw several people outside.
I got out, asked if there's anything I can assist them with. They told me to mind my own business.
She says the situation quickly escalated.
When I kind of reiterated that, hey, I know you don't live here, they then kind of started getting more derogatory with me, calling me out. So I said, hey, I'm going to call the cops if you guys don't leave. They said, go ahead and do it. So I did.
Hillsborough County deputies say 5 unidentified teens were walking around the neighborhood when 2 of them walked up to a home. You can see in this Ring camera footage when investigators say one of those teens, wearing a ski mask, kicked the front door and fired an airsoft gun before taking off. Deputies tell 8 on Your Side the door kick challenge is a prank circulating on social media. A dangerous trend Amy says could end in tragedy.
This is Florida. We're allowed to carry, we're allowed to protect ourselves, our homes, our property, our children, our pets.
So it could be really dangerous.
It could. Unfortunately, it's going to end up bad for someone one day.
Her message to the teens?
It's not a joke. It may be lighthearted and funny to look back on your TikTok videos, sending it to your buddies on World Star, whatever. It's going to be life or death. It really can be. And your mom's not going to want to have to cry your eulogy about it. So think next time.
Deputies say they are still on the hunt for those teens tonight. They're asking anyone who was able to identify them through those pictures and videos to reach out to the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. Live in Riverview, Nicole Rogers, 8 on your side.
Well, right now, Hillsborough County deputies are looking for a group of teens they say took part in the so-called door kicking challenge.
Yeah, doorbell camera video shows one of them kicking the door to a home in Riverview and then shooting what appears to be an airsoft gun. 8 on your side's Beth Rousseau joining us now live in Hillsborough County with the latest. This is scary, Beth.
Yeah, it is, especially for families who are in those communities, and that's why deputies want to track down these teens. They say this started as a prank, but it could have real-life consequences for these teenagers, which is why they're asking for the community's help identifying them. Scary sounds and sights in a Riverview neighborhood late Friday night. Surveillance video shows 5 teens wandering around the community.
I got out, asked if there's anything I can assist them with. They told me to mind my own business.
Amy, who lives nearby, says she saw the group and immediately approached them.
When I kind of reiterated that, hey, I know you don't live here, they then kind of started getting more derogatory with me, calling me out. So I said, hey, I'm going to call the cops if you guys don't leave. They said, go ahead and do it. So I did.
Ring doorbell footage shows 2 of the teens approaching a home. One of them, wearing a ski mask, kicks the front door, fires an airsoft gun, and takes off. Hillsborough County deputies say this is the door kick challenge that's making the rounds on social media.
This is Florida. We're allowed to carry, we're allowed to protect ourselves, our homes, our property, our children, our pets. Unfortunately, it's going to end up bad for someone one day.
Amy tells 8 on your side she's glad she called deputies because this trend could end in tragedy.
It's not a joke. It may be lighthearted and funny to look back on your TikTok videos, sending it to your buddies on World Star, whatever. It's going to be life or death. It really can be. And your mom's not going to want to have to cry your eulogy about it. So think next time.
And that's why deputies with the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, they do want to go ahead and track down these teens and talk to them. If you have any idea who they are or where they can be located, reach out to HCSO. I posted the phone number for you on the WFLA app.
Now, Broward County detectives are asking for help locating a woman who was last seen getting into a car that's been spotted in our area. They say Summer Leo was last seen Sunday leaving a Target in Pompano Beach and entering a white BMW with a Florida tag AH34SK. The detectives say the car was last spotted in the Tampa area and believe her disappearance is suspicious. Anyone with information is asked to contact the sheriff's office.
Another Hillsborough County woman almost lost $15,000 following a call that she thought came from her daughter.
We first told you about this scam last week. It uses cloned voices and AI technology to trick victims. News Channel 8's Georgia MacArthur joins us from Hillsborough County with some new insights into this high-tech crime.
Karen Bush says she watched our story in shock. She says the details match down to the exact same day. Karen Bush's phone rang. On the other end, a panicked girl crying, calling her mom and claiming she'd been in Iraq and needed help.
A gentleman got on the phone. He says, I'm Officer so-and-so. This is my badge number. Your daughter's been in an accident. Let me give you the case number of everything just in case we get disconnected.
The voice on the line claimed her daughter had hit a pregnant woman and needed bail money fast.
Since it's a first offense, the judge has already set bail. She's already been seen, and it's $15,000.
Bush wasn't alone. Just last week, Sharon Brightwell told 8 on Your Side she received the same demand.
Bond will be at $15,000. I said, you've got to be kidding me.
We went to the bank, and they said, no, we don't give out that amount. You need to make that ahead of time. And I said, well, I need it right now, and told her what was going on, and she goes, oh, no, that's a scam. She says, call her right now.
Bush called her daughter's husband to confirm what she'd been told, and that's when everything unraveled.
He picked up, and I says, is Diana there? And he says, yeah. Let me get her for you. And at that point, I knew I'd been had.
Like others, she's convinced AI technology was used to mimic her daughter's voice in an attempt to con her out of cash. Now she's urging others to be skeptical, even if the call sounds personal.
You hear that your kid is hurt, and the first thing you think is, I need to get there, to help out.
She says watching our original story where Sharon Brightwell lost $15,000 to this scheme, that helped her fully understand what happened and just how close she came to losing everything.
I can't believe I fell for this. They were so convincing.
The Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office confirms they are investigating incidents regarding AI schemes and asking any victims to come forward. Reporting in Hillsborough County, I'm Georgia MacArthur, 8 on your side.